Okay, Omar, we have noticed how hard you've worked this past year with the channel and everything, and we thought,
thank you.
We just want to get you something to show you how much we appreciate you.
We know how much you love Cowboy Bebop.
Really? You guys got me? I guess you didn't have to do this. You know I have the limited edition, so that means there can only be one thing in here. Super limited edition. This is gonna be the bomb!
The live action Cowboy Bebop.
Get this shit.
All right, guys. So, not to down everybody. Oh no! Don't even do that.
What are you doing? What are you wearing?
Okay.
How do you not have a tradition that relates to this?
I don't.
What is this?
It's done.
I'm not judging you. I know it sounds judgmental the way I'm using my voice, but it's not.
This is
I'm curious.
Japan's Walmart.
I'm curious
mascot.
and judging.
Oh, this is. Did you all know that? Did anybody know that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I know that.
This is the Japanese Walmart mascot.
Don
Quixote.
No,
Don
Don Quixote. Not Don.
I know. I didn't say Don Quixote.
No, not Don Quixote.
Who is the Japanese matron?
Who has
was
actually been to Don Quixote?
I live in Japan.
This is why we can't.
Wait.
get
Is it
him
actually
started.
Walmart or a Walmart?
No.
It's not-
Very
No.
Walmart-esque.
It's esque. Much better.
All right, anyways.
Okay.
So,
All right.
what are we doing, Tina?
Okay, guys. So my household really doesn't have a Christmas tradition, but I'm interested in what your nerdy traditions are for Christmas.
You don't do anything for Christmas that you consider.
Any like
Let's just say
Any geeky
I
ornaments?
love Halloween for a specific reason. Christmas was just bad in the Plunkett household.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Maybe we can help you.
Can you give me a little bit of your Christmas
We're gonna bring
spirit?
Tina some Christmas cheer.
we'll just
there
buy
we
you some
go.
really nerdy
Okay.
ornaments and put those on your tree.
All right.
Well, on that note, I will start because part of the thing with Christmas for us, with Lori and I, we've been together for nigh on a bazillion years, and every year we've get a handful of new Hallmark ornaments, and lately those have we've gone from these are just nice ornaments to these are expensive as hell, so we've got to focus on just a couple.
All right.
So now
it's like the collecting
one
aspect
Transformers
now.
ornament,
Right? Yeah.
and one Chip and Dale ornament, and figuring out what those are going to
This
be.
is Disney's Chip and Dale.
Yeah, Disney Chip and Dale, not Chippendales. Yes,
Enunciation.
different set of ornaments, different tree.
Whoa.
But so then our tradition is yelling at the children to help us put up the tree and put ornaments on while we're putting on these beautiful ornaments on our tree.
That's beautiful, man.
But the
telling them to
tree
put it
is
on
now all like geeky ornaments.
So
Wow.
My
So it's
goal in life.
Transformers and Disney and a couple of like comic book ornaments
Yeah.
that we picked up along the years, and that's our big Christmas tree.
Now your
every
kids are
single year.
older, so they're not like in a circle like here,
Yeah.
like mine are.
Yeah, well, the kids each will come down and put one or two on, and then wander
Veer
away.
off.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
that makes sense because, like, when I went to Japan, the last time I went to Japan, I stopped at the Disney store to get you specifically something from there.
That is true.
And it was I believe it was a blind box, and it was a keychain of Chip and Dale, and you sent a picture back with it hanging on your Christmas tree. And I was like, what is the keychain doing on Dan's Christmas tree? But that's great.
Because it has a little hook on it. That makes it an ornament.
If there's a hook, it's an ornament. Absolutely.
Do you have any Transformers ornaments that transform?
No, but that's only because I have never made the effort to just say this is an ornament this year from the toys.
Trans Lab,
Fair
if you're
enough, good
listening, transforming Christmas ornaments.
Right?
Yeah.
How is that not a thing?
Yeah, if anybody has that
There's gotta be an
Grimlock
Etsy
Christmas
store.
ornament from 2017 and wants to get rid of it for less than $100,
Oh my
give me a
God.
call.
Rob, what about you?
Very specific.
Okay, so I'll talk about the very traditional thing and then into the nerdier thing. Because I'm from Kentucky, I love bourbon. And so on December 1, I go to the store, and I wait till December 1 because it's actually available beforehand. I buy a big old jug of eggnog, and then I find my favorite bourbon, and I mix the two of them up, and I eat fresh homemade pecan pies. And every evening, December 1, I try and do this. So I get a little bigger, like Santa Claus, all throughout the
I had
year.
eggnog for the very first time a few weeks ago.
What?
It's horrible.
Did you get the right kind of eggnog. It's delicious.
I mean,
Get the Kroger. Did you have the
it's not
Kroger
good.
one?
I had it at a place that was serving eggnog
No,
from
no,
a
no.
bar.
Get like literally the cheapest eggnog is usually the best. The Kroger,
I've
just
never
regular
heard of
eggnog,
this.
is great.
Yeah, so Tina's correct.
It might
I
be a
used to get-
texture thing. Is it a texture thing?
It was a gross taste and texture thing.
Texture goes a long way.
All
'cause
right, guys,
it was-
throw away
it-
Christmas traditions. Let's debate eggnog.
Okay. So Tina's actually right because I used to be like, oh, let's get the fancy pants eggnog. No. Kroger default eggnog is delicious.
It's the best.
delicious.
I swear. Get that. If you don't like the little gritty texture, I am being serious here. If you have a textural issue, boiled custard. Like, it sounds really
Tina, you gagged.
but
Okay,
Here's the thing, guys. Could I just drink a milkshake instead?
No.
Just pour bourbon
This is
in
Christmas.
vanilla
I'm
milkshake?
drinking eggnog.
You're a grown ass man. You can do whatever you
That's
want.
right.
You
No,
don't
and you
have
put
to
bourbon
drink.
in it or on the side. Okay, let that go.
Yeah.
So that's the traditional thing that I like to
Okay.
do. But the more nerdier thing is I can do is exactly what you were talking about. Every year we try and find. Hallmark used to do like arcade ornaments, and you push the button and it'll make sounds.
Oh, cool.
So they first started with like Pac-Man, there's Joust and Galaga and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Like it's the whole range, right? I guess they've run out of IP, so this year, unless I'm mistaken, there is no arcade games. But they did a whole bunch of like Mario stuff. So there's a Mario Kart with a flag that fell off the second we put it on the tree. Thanks,
course.
Hallmark.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's Princess Zelda. I think
The
there's a
little
Princess
8-bit
Peach.
ones?
Yes, little 8-bit ones. So you've been to the Hallmark
We
site.
have the little Mario from the
Yep.
8-bit line. I saw the Zelda and Link, and I was real tempted.
Yep.
That's a day after Christmas.
When these go out of print, do they get expensive? Like
Oh yes. Also, I think the big one this year was like last year they did the NES where you push the power button and it plays do 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 do. So this year it's do 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 for Super Mario World, right? It's really cool. It's a really cool ornament. But as you just said, getting them is a pain in the butt. Like last year to get them the NES one, it was several weeks of hitting the button on Amazon and Hallmark site and finding people.
they're not available at the Hallmark
Now I
store.
have to worry about this.
They are,
collecting, too.
but it's
This year was better, but last year was difficult.
Yeah.
And the second thing that you said, like, I was like, if I broke my Donkey Kong one, and again, it's legit. It looks just like the arcade cab. Trying to find a replacement is $80, $100.
Easy.
But easy. Oh,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. So I'm like, children, please be gentle with this, because again, they want to put it all right here and can play with them. Like, no, how about Daddy put these up here? The Christmas tree arcade is at the top.
The Christmas Tree Arcade is for display.
Just display only, not for playing.
touch.
See,
Just-
I don't think I can spend that much because I have to worry about my cat.
Can your
Strand
cat
it up.
Yeah.
Oh, my cat
Cats.
lives in the Christmas tree.
People have cats on put
yeah.
things
Well,
at the
yeah.
bottom.
I will say it's not a tradition, but to get around the Christmas tree in my household with all my cats, we hang a garland from the ceiling and put ornaments up
Which is
there.
really smart.
Yeah, and then
So you do have a tradition because of
the
your
cats out of the
cats.
Christmas tree.
because of my cats, because
Yeah.
I'm trying to
You were
be
forced into a tradition.
right, because they would eat anything.
The last thing that we do that's nerdy is I have been playing this game.
Say one thing. One thing.
This is
It's one thing with three
This
parts.
is important
Yeah.
to me.
Parts, yeah.
You have a Sega Saturn.
I
The
do.
Sega Saturn has an internal clock, and it knows what day and what time was going on. There was a release called Christmas Nights.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
nights.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was a free sample that Next Generation Magazine gave away back in whenever this game
Rest
came
in
out.
peace, Next Generation magazine.
Amen. Somebody. Amen.
I
Lights and walls.
like that
so,
magazine.
So if you start playing this like any other month of the year, the game is just nights. It's just a demo for nights.
Yeah.
But in December, it turns into Christmas nights, and it's the games are the same, but like it starts to snow, and there's little
His outfit's different too.
and it's,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's outfit
cool.
changes, and then it gets closer to Christmas, more Christmassy things that happen. December 24th, Santa Claus is flying around the background.
Yeah.
All the things turn into ornaments and bells and candy canes. It's like a full Christmas thing. So I make sure, and if you have saved data from the original
Yeah.
nights, it transfers to this. So there's other things that happen throughout the game. So I made sure to play this at least once or twice on right before Christmas, and when you beat the game, it's this beautiful montage and some soulful black people singing ooh ah music's great. So every
Don't remember that.
year since you suck, you can't beat video
Don't
games.
remember that.
So the thing that I have to do every year, no matter what, is play Christmas Nights.
Now, but Rob,
cool.
that still has the plastic on it.
No. Wouldn't that be funny? There was a game that made this big long story. Christmas Nights.
You see, he shrink wraps it after Christmas
Right, every year.
I should have stolen Babbage's shrink wrap machine. That's what I should have done.
Babbage's.
American Computer Software Headquarters.
Thank you.
What about you, Omar?
Oh, Mine is pretty fun. We don't really go out and buy ornaments. We just find ornaments. The tree topper
Corn husks.
is always no, not corn husk. We actually have Christmas trees here in America. So every member of the household, when Alicia was born, we decided like somebody this year should pick the tree topper from whatever it is, whether it's a stuffed animal. So we've had Sailor Moon up there. We've had Wolverine, Iron Man. This year, Scrooge McDuck. He's up there. He's hanging out there. I came really close to putting the HasLab Unicron up there, but Melody was like, I don't think that's going to hold. And I said, what about Planet Mode? This thing's huge.
You need to get like a
Just
whole
string
like
it from
support
this,
structure that
You're right.
Yeah. We're not really traditional. Like, we don't really do a lot of Christmassy things, but that's one of my favorites. Like, we let the kids... So we take turns. Like, next year will be Melanie and then Lydia and then Alicia.
I like that.
And
That's
they get to
really
choose.
cute.
And we can't judge. It's whatever they're into at the time because kids always change their
Well, what a
mind.
perfect
Yes, 100%.
memory of that though, because you take a picture every year.
I have been. Yeah.
Okay,
I
well
have been
this
taking
year is the Warrior Cats year, and this year.
Yeah, exactly. Because kids will change what they're
Yeah.
into, and they'll break your heart. Like
Yeah.
most
Why don't
parents
you
here
like
know.
these things so
But you said you like Mega Man. That was last year. What?
Mega Man's still cool.
Yeah, and then we watch Twilight Zone on Christmas Day. Me and Lydia stay up past midnight to watch
The
Twilight
originals.
Zone. And the 80s. We do some 80s. She likes some of the 80s stuff. We haven't seen any of the, what was it, the 2003 series with Forrest Whitaker. I think it was Forrest Whitaker that hosted it. And honestly, the new series was okay. And there's a reason why it got canceled after, I think they didn't even make it a season. But that's it for my tradition.
That's pretty cool. We also watch specific Christmas things. We always watch Elf, all three of the Santa Clauses, Christmas Vacation. Now I'm going to add to the list.
Are you squeezing another thing in there?
No, I'm just
Sounds
saying.
like
I empathize. I'm going to add 8-Bit Christmas. I really enjoyed watching
It was
that.
very good.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I thought about watching
Yeah,
that.
and it's child appropriate.
What's your favorite holiday movie then? All time. You can only pick
Christmas
one.
Vacation. Christmas
Oh,
Vacation.
that's Elliot's favorite. He and his family watch it every
Mickey's
year.
Christmas Carol.
That's also a good answer.
Yeah, we watched them too.
Die Hard. It's a good answer.
No, that's not a Christmas movie.
Mine is Eloise at Christmas time.
What?
I'm an
is
adult.
that?
What?
It was
Is that a Hallmark movie?
Love Actually?
No. It's
That's a
like
good one.
it's a movie that was based off like a children's series, like children's book series called Eloise.
Dan, help. No?
Don't worry about
Is
it.
it claymation?
And no, it's live action.
I'll have to look it up.
What's yours?
Julie Andrews is in it.
Oh, now.
Do you have a DVD player?
My favorite holiday movie?
Yeah.
Nutcracker.
Which one?
The
It's either early 90s or late 80s. I can't remember exactly, but it's an animated Nutcracker.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a very
yeah.
specific one, and I can't
Is
think.
it about a velveteen rabbit that comes to life?
No.
Okay.
No.
Could've helped
I
you
know
with
But it might be
Nutcracker.
Rankin Bass.
Are you sure that's your favorite holiday movie?
I mean,
Nutcracker, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. There's a
Christmas
rat king in it.
illusions.
Come on.
So I'll go
Rat
next
King.
because I feel like Andrew's going to be slightly more exciting than mine.
Mine was Scrooge, by the way, for
no.
anybody that cared.
I care. I
Thank you.
care.
You were gonna
I
ask?
care.
Which version?
Scrooged with
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Richard Donner, right?
Just
You
staple
directed
the antlers on.
it? Yes.
So-
Oh, that's a good movie.
When we were talking about doing Christmas traditions, I was trying to think of something like fun or nerdy because a lot of mine are like the normal ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like Christmas Eve, we all get a present. It's pajamas. That's how that works.
Matching pajamas.
Yeah, of course. I love Christmas. I love holidays. I guess like the geekiest thing that I do is kind of comic book related. So I like
Okay.
to buy the Christmas variants of floppies and
Oh.
then put them up on the bookshelves when it's Christmas time.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that, and then I put together like I bought the Christmas DC pops and like any sort of like, if there's a Christmas version of like a
Yeah.
figure I like, it's coming out here.
That's cool.
So I just bring them up like, here we go now. Like I've
You're
saved
really
them all
in the-
year.
You're really in
Yeah.
the mood for Christmas, yeah.
See, that reminds me of the other thing that's at my house right now that I thought about mentioning, but see now I'm going to
Okay,
do
Rob,
it.
go ahead.
Christmas Unicron.
Well, it's kind of along those
Okay.
lines. I can't see the camera because your big head's in the way.
Excuse me.
It's your floof that's in the way.
Wait, let me do this. How about to the side?
But this is the third year that, and I should see. This is why I was tempted not to go. We're not particularly religious folks
Yeah.
in my household.
Nobody's
However,
judging you.
Transformers
This is the
Nativity
third
song?
year that we have a Transformers.
Ah, that's
nativity.
awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, no, real quick. Is this? I'm assuming it's not just like a nativity set with Transformers on purpose. I'm assuming you have a nativity set and you put Transformers in it.
It is a nativity scene in which I have constructed with Transformers.
Oh,
makes more sense.
So who is Baby Jesus?
This year, Baby Jesus' little tailgate.
Oh, that's so precious.
Why have I never done this? That's so.
Because it's blasphemous.
Blasphemous, yeah.
You will be struck down.
Except, here's the thing. It's blasphemous until you remember, oh yeah, there are plenty of like modern art nativity scenes where it's like, here are a bunch of blocks that represent the figures in the nativity.
I used to do that as
Other
a kid.
than little people, no.
So, like in Peru, it was a very more of a Christian holiday because everybody's poor and it's not about presents, right? So it's about going to mass at midnight, and then the nativity scene. It was really cool. My mom would set it up like a giant mountain, and at the hilltop was this, the stable, and Jesus could not be placed there because it was at midnight. And every day we would move the pieces closer to the stable, and I would add toys to that. And be like, this is a cool birth scene. Yeah. So that's kind of what it reminds me of.
This year, my wife and I did have about 15-minute talk debating back and forth as to whether it would be appropriate to have all of the Transformers, and then actually a little like Baby Jesus from a nativity scene, as opposed to having a stand-in for a little.
Now that's a Christmas special I would watch.
Like a little baby Spike.
Yeah, right.
And then the
Dan,
only
we'll talk about this
other
later.
like thing that I do is I do collect nutcrackers.
Hey, your favorite movie?
Yeah.
So
I
that
like those too.
that comes with a lot of judgment from some people because it's like collecting dolls. You have a lot of nutcrackers. You get a lot of them.
My
'Cause I would
grandmother
get-
tried to force my brother into collecting nutcrackers.
Because I would get like one a year. It's kind of my thing because I loved the Nutcracker when I was growing up, like, because of the movie, and then I love going to ballet. And so now I like every year I'm like, okay, and I don't. It can't just be any Nutcracker. It has to. You have to really take into consideration because prices for them are stupid. And I'm like, okay, do I want this wizard one? Do I want, like, it needs to kind of be fun and different. And so I'm always looking for nerdy ones too, but those are super expensive.
I was
Like
gonna say,
Mandalorian one I
do they
want
make
is like
one?
$80.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hot dog water.
Why?
I'll crack my own nuts, thank you.
Yeah, we also do this, and ours are all black
Yeah.
nutcrackers. Yeah. Black Santa, Black Mrs. Santa.
That's right. I remember the Black Santa.
Black
Okay, I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you guys were talking about the Nutcracker, that is one of my wife's favorite ballets, and so we typically go to that as much as we can every Christmas around that time. She loves it, absolutely loves it. I don't know if she's seen the movie.
How do you feel about it?
I like it.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
But there are things I
It's
do
playing
that I
later on
don't.
tonight.
If you ever need someone to go with, I
Is
will
it the
go.
name
nice,
that bothers you?
It brings fear to the nether regions. Yes. Nutcracker. What?
All right. So what's your geeky
Okay.
tradition?
So.
I'm looking at one right now. This.
Oh yeah. So one geeky tradition will be to don my Christmas gear. So the thing that I wanted to talk about was it's not actually a tradition that we started. It's a tradition that our friends started. Actually, Justin Bridges, who did our theme song for
up,
Near Man
Justin?
Collective.
Shouts
Oh,
out,
thanks,
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah, him and his wife every year for a long time. I don't know when they started this, but they would watch The Lord of the Rings, the whole trilogy. And the way they would do it was they would just watch like one disc at a time.
One
Okay.
disc.
One disc at a time. We're talking extended editions.
Okay.
Right.
Is there
So that
any
was my
other
next
kind of
question.
Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings?
yeah, of course, yeah. And so this past year in 2020, because of COVID, a group of us started doing like movies over Zoom as a way to get together. And so we jumped in on their Christmas tradition of doing the Lord of the Rings. And I think we're going to keep doing that from now on. And the reason it's a little bit special to us is because it kind of reminded me of the first year that I met my wife and we started dating. Like the third thing, I think our third or fourth date, we sat there and blew through the entire trilogy in like 2 days over Christmas or something like that.
Theatrical or
No, extended.
That's
Yeah.
You locked that down.
That's when I was like,
Lock
yeah,
that down.
yeah. I'm putting a
Stop
ring
that.
on that. So yeah. So,
Oh yeah, didn't we do an event where we tried to watch them all before we went to watch the ones in the theater?
we did that one.
That was when they
mine.
came out. Yeah,
Yeah. I had the
Oh, yeah.
laser and the satellite version.
Sounds
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It was.
I was gonna go
fine.
do the Hobbit one where we watched all three in the theater,
Now that
extended
sounds like
cuts.
torture.
This is torture because our friend Father Frank said, Omar, do you really want to sit in the theater with guys my size eating turkey legs for 9 or 10 hours? It's not going to be a good thing. We're drinking beer and eating turkey legs. I kind of turned that off.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, you're right. I think I'm going to stay home and watch those. That's a good idea.
Just keep
Nice.
that at home. It's a nicer experience that way. So yeah.
That's cool. Watching films with like your friends.
And this being the 20th anniversary of Lord of the Rings.
Shut up.
Don't say that. That makes me feel.
God,
It wasn't that long ago we did that party, dude.
I know.
No, it wasn't.
I know. In fact, I think this happened actually a year ago, but I just saw it on Twitter
It did.
recently.
I know where you're
It
going,
did.
yeah.
Viggo Mortensen is now the age that Ian McKellen was when they did Lord of the Rings.
No way.
Yeah.
When they did the first one.
Shut your
Yeah.
front door.
He aged a little better. He's got like Argentinian blood in him.
Well,
or
he spent all that
something,
time. Yeah.
All right, so Tina, do you feel more Christmassy?
Yeah. What are you going to borrow from
I
us?
do. You know what? Thinking back, I guess I do actually do something that Dan and his wife do. Heather and I do
Alright.
pick out an ornament every year, which I didn't think of it as a tradition, but
It is.
That's
If you do it
something
every year.
Totally.
Yeah, so that's something she and I have been doing for a while. So
What was the one this year? Or last year?
they're really
Whatever.
sad because I had pets die. We
Oh,
we
Tina.
did
I'm so
did
sorry.
ornaments of our cats from
that's
Zazzle. So
I'm sorry.
no, it's really cute. It's a good memory. We've been trying to put like put an image or something for the year or something that special happened that year on an ornament and order it from like Zazzle or one of those places and hang it up. And unfortunately, it's our cats.
Yeah.
Are we
cool
going to
keepsake,
end
though.
Well-
the episode?
That's really sad.
Sorry.
There is one more Christmas tradition,
Okay,
we
Go
Rob.
ahead, Rob. Let's hear it.
which is the distribution of gifts. And because
Gifts.
it is Christmas season and we're all very tired, I thought an appropriate gift this year might be in the spirit of Team 4-Star. Sensibi! Sensibi!
Oh my God, you hit her!
Sensibi!
Hold on.
Wait, I have
Back to 100%.
Sensibi!
Oh my God, there are sensibilities!
Thank you so much. I have so much energy now.
Wait, don't hold this to the camera. We don't want toy animation to see what we're holding this.
Is that too soon? Thank you, Dan.
Oh,
Merry
very much.
Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Sorry for the bruise.
Aim for the nuts!
Hey, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good
Oh,
holiday.
I thought it was over.
Don't forget
Whoops.
to like and hit subscribe and comment down below and tell us what your holiday traditions are. I can speak words. I hope we see you next video. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Holidays.
Any of them.
Much Christmas.
Which
Very
camera are we
happy.
looking at? This one? Bye. Are you taking pictures at all, or are you just fixing the camera? Run the episode.
All right, guys.
Wait, I wasn't ready. Sorry. All right.
All right.
Sorry, the clap.